You are warmly welcome to class, my dear students. In this lesson, I will be teaching you the definition and types of novel. What is a novel? In a previous lesson, I told you that the longest form of fiction is the novel. A novel is a narrative work of considerable length and of certain complexity that deals imaginatively with human experiences. Imaginatively, in the sense that the story in a novel is not usually real. It is based on the creativity of the author. The author's thoughts are not put down randomly. They are arranged in a connected sequence of events in a specific setting. Sequence of events, therefore, refers to the orderly arrangement of events in a story. Setting refers to where and when the story takes place. There are various ways that time and place indicate setting. Time can cover many areas, such as the character's time of life, the time of the day, time period, such as past, present, or future. Place covers a lot of areas, such as a certain building, a room in a building, a country, city, or beach. Literary critics are people that analyze novels. They adopt different criteria or means or method in classifying the novel. Some critics classify novels based on outward form. Size matters a lot here. That is why some storybooks are classified as short stories, novella, or novel based on length. Another way is subject matter, what the novel talks about. Based on subject matter, the major types of novels are: 1. The historical novel. This is a novel that recreates a period or event in history. In other words, the story being narrated happened for real. Some historic personalities are brought to life fictionally through the characters. Aaron the Great was a powerful giant who uprooted a whole palm tree to sweep his father's compound. Many of us got to know about this historic personality based on the novels we read concerning him. Another notable historic personality is Queen Moremi Ajasoro. Queen Moremi Ajasoro is from the Yoruba extract. For a novel to be classified as historical novel, the event it narrates must have happened 25 to 50 years before the novel was written. You do not write a novel on something that happened yesterday and classifies it as historical. No. Petals of Blood is an example of a historical novel. Petals of Blood was written by Ngugi wa Thiong'o. It talks about what happened sometime in Kenya. Political novel is next. Political novels center on the political life or happenings of a given nation or community. Zambia Shall Be Free by Kenneth Kauda is a political novel as it deals on the struggles for self-rule. Chinua Achebe's Art Hills of the Savannah is also a political novel, which is about dictatorship in a modern African society. Half of a Yellow Sun by Ngozi Chimamanda Adichie is a political novel. Thesis or propaganda novel. In this type of novel, a social problem is examined and the author proffers a solution to the problem, but it does not insist that the solution must be applied universally. Sometimes the author, through his characters, whips up sentiments and tries to influence his audience on the subject being discussed. It's just like you trying to convince your listener in a conversation to see things from your own point of view. That type of a novel is known as propaganda novel. The subject matter could be on politics or religion or any other topic. The Old Man and the Mender by Ferdinand Oyolo is a propaganda novel. Sociological novel. This is a work of fiction in which a prevailing social problem is addressed. The prevailing social problem could be poverty or the plight of child labor, rising criminality, violence against women, or poor sanitation. A good example is Fragments by Ayikwe Ama. There is the detective novel. In a detective novel, a crime is committed and the culprit is unknown. The perpetrator of that crime is not known. A detective, that is a person whose job it is to investigate and solve crimes, set about to unravel the mystery by working on a number of evidence. He eventually arrives at a logical conclusion and the perpetrator or culprit is known and apprehended at the end. That kind of novel is known as detective novel. The last type of novel to discuss in this lesson is the Gothic novel. A Gothic novel has elements of fear and terror and deals with the supernatural, which engenders fear in all, irrespective of age. The Gothic novel has a building that is usually very massive and isolated, and a lot of supernatural activities go on in that building. The house is haunted. You can see apparitions or ghosts trying to enter this building. They are going there to haunt the house. This type of house has endless rooms. The lights can come on and go off on their own accord. Doors can open and close on their own. There are trap doors. Trap doors are openings in the ceiling or on the floor that lead to secret passageways. We find such in a Gothic novel. These passageways, they lead to other passageways, other rooms that are endless in the house. You hear footsteps when no one is around. You hear laughter. Such a house is haunted. And another feature of the Gothic novel is that it usually talks about damsels in distress. A damsel is a young lady in distress who usually gets help in a male figure. Alright, I have said quite a lot in this lesson. It is on this note that I bring this lesson to a close. I'll see you again in my next lesson. Until then, it's goodbye from me.